Okay, so we got a like poem that we got to see if we can remember. I don't know if I've ever actually gotten it all the way through because I always forget like a couple of the verses. Whew, focus. There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. The Arctic trails have their secret tales that will make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night on the marge of Lake Labarge that I cremated Sam McGee. Now, Sam McGee was from Tennessee, where the cotton blooms and blows. Why he left his home in the South to roam around the pole, God only knows. He was always cold, but the land of gold seemed to hold him like a spell, though he'd often say, in a homely way, that he'd sooner live in hell. On a Christmas day, we were mushing our way o'er the Dawson Trail. Talk of your cold, through the parker's fold it stabbed like a driven nail. If our eyes we'd closed, then the lashes froze, till sometimes we couldn't see. It wasn't much fun, but the only one to whimper was Sam McGee. And that very night, as we lay packed tight in our robes beneath the snow, and the dogs were fed and the stars o'erhead were dancing hill and toe, he turned to me and, "Jack," says he, "I'll cash in this trip, I guess, and if I do, I'm asking that you won't refuse my last request." Now a pal's need is a thing to heed, so I swore I would not fail, and we hurried on at the break of dawn, but God, he looked ghastly pale. He was lashed to the sleigh, and he just raved all day of his home in Tennessee, and before nightfall, a corpse was all that was left of Sam McGee. Well, damn, I gotta think exactly halfway through. I gotta think of how it starts when okay, so he has the corpse, and each day that quiet clay seemed to heavier and heavier grow. The trail was bad stuff, lashing to the day and swearing not failing to friends, and till he came to the marge of Lake Labarge, and a derelict there lay. It was jammed in the ice, but I saw in a thrice that it was called the Alice May. I looked at it, and I thought a bit, and then I looked at my frozen chum. "Then here," I said with a sudden roar, "is my crematorium. Some planks I tore from the cabin floor, and I lit the boiler fire. Some coal I found that was just lying around, and I heaped the fuel higher. The furnace roared, and the flames just soared, such a blaze you seldom see. And I dug a hole in the burning coal, and I stuffed in Sam McGee. Then I made a hike, for I didn't like to hear him sizzle so. And the greasy smoke. Oh, no, I missed a part about streaming down my face, and I don't know why. And the greasy smoke in an inky cloak went streaking down the sky. I don't know how long in the snow I wrestled with grisly fear, but the stars came out and danced about ere again I ventured near. I guess he's cooked, and it's time I looked. I'll just take a peep inside. Blanking and open the door wide. And there sat Sam, looking cool and calm, in the heart of the furnace roar. He wore a smile you could see a mile, and said, "Please close that door. It's fine in here, but I greatly fear that you'll let in the cold and storm. Since I left Plum Tree down in Tennessee, it's the first time I've been warm. There are strange things done in the midnight sun by those men who moil for gold. The Arctic trails have their secret tales that'll make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was the night on the marge of Lake Labarge I cremated Sam McGee."